Hello everyone, this is day number 3 of the league. For the limited time that I have, I managed to finish the vanilla game plus Astergan Valley Act, which is a new area for the season, for a couple of seasons, and I'm gonna finish the final act from the basically it comes out the last season. Not the last season 5, I think. They invent this last area when you have to stop a specific boss. Our gear, not great. I managed to upgrade some of the MIs, definitely need some better helm. Leak act is quite hard. I'm gonna change my audio settings a little bit, it's way too noisy. Much better. Skill point wise, I spend all of my, basically I took all of my sustain at the moment. Ideal. We want this to be at least soft cap. I play hardcore, so I don't want to risk my starter. If I lose my league starter, it's gonna be very bad. But I have to start pumping weapon pool skills. Execution is the most important at the moment. Give me all the, let's say, hi to the league players. This is the main good thing. There is a live chat, you can always take a break, chat with the guys, girls as well. I wish this is permanent, but unfortunately it's just seasonal. The whole league is driven by us, developers and of course supporters. I have to improve my alteration tree so I get better ambushes. For those one that are new to the series, this is completely new content from the last league. We're gonna use these orbs to bump up a little bit the numbers here, especially farming materials. I don't have enough alteration orbs, so I'm gonna just move forward. Here we have to kill a specific troll boss. At ultimate he drops a very powerful shield. You basically carry this shield with 2 hands, it's massive. This is another feature at the league. There is several items that doesn't exist in the vanilla game and make a lot of basically dream builds come true. Because there is a lot of people that want to carry a massive shield or being a dual wield crossbows, which is another feature in this league. There is a one-handed crossbows, which is kind cool.
I will break your bodies against
it's here.
the mountain.
We have to save the hunters. Aether Reaper is a absolutely beast, sorry, but it's a little bit squishy. If I don't attack and get crowd controlled, it's very easily to lose this one. but as you can see, I shred them like butter. And you can see the boss. I'm gonna pop up a little bit cooldowns, especially Mark of Torment.
Thank you for your aid.
We save the guys. Next part of the story is gonna be pretty wild, especially Oman as a boss, because she's a celestial, and this is kinda unique because fighting celestial during the campaign, it's quite dangerous, especially at hardcore. Here you have to pick who's gonna accompany you. Doesn't really matter, buffs pretty minor to make any difference. Okay. That was a nice ambush. I managed to take some materials out of it. All of these guys pretty dangerous. This is cold ground. As you can see, you can take tons of damage if you don't attack. This area is pretty dense as well. There is a gargoyles. I hate gargoyles. They hit like a truck. This area is pretty good for farming totems. There is always one totem nearby the rift. There is a lot of rift spawns. You can basically walk and they start spawning, so be extremely careful. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Dominator. Not bad, not bad. Some lore notes. Another this was very poor, but that's okay. Sometimes happens. There is another chest. No luck. Basically ambush makes you so rich. There is a materials, items, everything. Immediately move out. Don't overstay your welcome if you play the league at this expansion. There is a 3 mini bosses here. Some of them very dangerous, some of them not so much. There is a tons of new MIs, monster frequency. This is one of them. Basically you can play Cold Shattered Smash, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is called Shattered Smash. Basically Paladin. I think Paladin is best. Or maybe Templar. Maybe Templar is gonna be better. Oh, I plan one day to try a league starter around these items because sounds very cool. but I'm not sure if it's gonna succeed in terms of damage. Be careful with the crossbowmen, they can deal. And this is all of these heroes, or at least most of them, they drop legendary sets. There is a couple of versions of these sets, which makes the game even more interesting. You can build something around these players' MI legendaries. For example, this is Spectral Captain. It's quite interesting. This is one of the mini bosses. I'm gonna pop up Torment for damage. And I'm just gonna murder her. We got, of course, points for that kill. We have to pay attention. There is a few more bosses that I want for the league points. And here it comes, gargoyles. We have to start using Omen 3. No luck. Here is gonna be an encounter. Immediately pop up some defensives. I need better movement ability as well. I have to check what I found.
These caves are potent.
There is a devotion shrine here at this area. I need it so I can finally get my Korvak. Damage is just king. Nightblade is the fastest playthrough at the league usually. Doesn't matter which Nightblade you pick, basically SS Nightblade is the fastest. You just zooming, but I don't like the playstyle. This guy is quite dangerous. Immediately this is constant Sunder mechanic. You don't have much window. But Thankfully, Mark of Torment basically reflect all the damage. I almost got him, but the stupid healer heals him. Where I want to put Korvac? I prefer to be on a execution. See how it goes. If it's not work very well, I'm gonna move it. It's gonna be my TA shred, so I get better criticals. There is one more guy that I need for the points. I have to open my eyes. There is a quest over here. But the most important, there is a couple of chests and a secret area. I stay so long in normal because I prefer to work on my alteration tree at normal instead of ultimate when everything's dangerous and my gear is basically not so good. Of course I can't drop high-end equipment, but who cares, I'm gonna play the league slowly.
So this must be...
Now is the hard part. I'm gonna sip myself some tea. I have to prepare mentally for this. I'm not very confident. This build is kinda squishy. If I do some mistake, I'm gonna end up in a very, very bad position. I have to... Before I approach this fight, I'm gonna remove everything from my inventory. Okay. It's time for more weapon pull skills. I think this one is better than this one. I'm gonna leave one of them slightly behind. They add these mini bosses this league basically because you have to farm some off hunts, which is quite nice. Our offensive ability is brutal. Absolutely brutal for this level. This water is cold water, deals a lot of damage to you. You want to kill all the giants, they have a chance to drop ice crystals. This is very good material at the league because you can transmute one of these to 3 aether crystals, which is a very good deal, very good trade. Also these guys, they open your cold granado early on instead of endgame. If you want to play Cryo granado build. There is a mini boss here that basically comes with a lot of frost damage and stuff. It's quite dangerous. I'm gonna pop up Mark of Torment immediately. All the reflection just destroy him. Time for the next boss. This area here is more dangerous. There is a lot of mobs that summon volcanoes. As you can see, just move, don't stop even for a second, you're gonna end up dead. We have to be careful here. I summoned the ambush at a very bad spot with tons of arcane and heroes. This is very dangerous content. This is nothing to do with the vanilla game. Vanilla game is a cakewalk. A league test your skills as a Grim Down player. That's why I love it. Because that shows how exactly good you are at the game mechanics and knowledge. Especially at hardcore. Some of the achievements pretty hard. For the points, especially tiebreakers, they are insane. You have to kill endgame bosses, but with a scaling system, they become on steroids. Imagine Ravager, but 5-10 times stronger. I take several huge spike of damage here. There is a 5 heroes in total. This is way too much. Especially for a pure DPS build. There is a ghost camp. Definitely gonna kill them. This is actually an item from this league. Let me find it, sorry. It was Voilic something, but I can't see it in my inventory. Yeah. Voilic Spreader. Actually this one, maybe it's from the vanilla game. Not sure. This place comes with a lot of chests, and I won the ambush. I never discovered how to come here. It's very interesting. Maybe this way there is a breakable. No idea. I'm gonna leave it like it is. Okay, here comes the problems. Corrupted. Worst possible combination. I got CC'd as well on top of the pools. Which means I have to work out a little bit on my crowd control resistances. They're gonna die. I'm not gonna mess with them. I'm just gonna lock myself here. And here is a little bit problematic. I have to pop up really quick so I can reflect all the damage. Pretty clean kill by my side. Now is the moment of truth. I'm gonna try to bring back this item to my friend. I think this quest rewards some skill points, not completely sure. No, just dark shards. Anyways, I'm gonna drop my stuff. I have to transmute maybe 1,000,000. Let's transmute 1,000,000 for the next character. Okay. First, let's sell the useless stuff. Actually, I can check these belts. Chaos to lighting, nothing interesting. This is basically elemental. Oh, that's vitality, it's very strange, I'm not gonna use it. This one, ether to piercing, not what we're looking for, but can be pretty decent. Vitality to elemental, no. Vitality to cold, nothing for us. Elemental to chaos. Downguard grips. Actually, they can be slightly useful. We have a very bad gloves at the slot. It's time for some upgrades. Even a bad ones. Okay, let's bring the rare materials back. Even if I die, I'm gonna lose like 7 or 8 hours. I'm not sure how much I spent. Crystals, I'm gonna keep the clusters. Pierce resistance, life. Let's see. Actually a very good trait.
Take a look, shall we?
At this point, I think it's time to
Goodbye.
put attack speed. My resistance is pretty good. And a little bit of extra damage. Let's see how much attack speed I have. 178, that's gonna put me on a... I'm gonna pass 185, which is a very, very nice breakpoint. But let's check with pneumatic burst. Yeah, I'm gonna max out my attack speed with the next component. 200 is the max. So now I have the best breakpoints. I hope that's gonna be enough to deal with the... Let's see if I have some elixirs for craft and oils. Elixir of the Hunt, Elixir of the Ancient, and Elixir of the Void. None of them is gonna be useful. Let's see the oils. Arcanum. Frost's gonna be useful definitely. And basically that's gonna use, so I max, I'm not gonna get priest. And let's cross finger, guys. This is gonna be an epic battle. Wish me luck. I don't want to lose this character, I quite enjoy it, but this fight is kinda sketchy. Especially I'm level 74, I have some gear to upgrade. My casque is pretty bad. I hope my damage is gonna be enough to put her down before she summons all the stuff that she gonna summon. So immediately, as you can see, she's a celestial. That's the Thunder. I'm gonna reposition. Definitely Ill Omen. Another Step of Torment. I take so much damage even with this cluster. Steps of Mark of Torment, sorry. Cluster wasn't enough. That's a little bit spicy. Ill Omen. This is the stun. And this is other very bad mechanic. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Thunder, thunder. I did it. I did it. Rest in peace. This is Vanessa's father. He tries to do some stupid stuff and becomes the Omen. That happens when you play with the powers that you don't understand, pal. That was very, very spicy. And officially I'm finished with normal. I took all the points. I hope this kill's gonna count. Don't seems I take the points. I don't want to do this fight again, so please, please give me the points. Yes, I did it. 100 points. Totally worth it. Ishtak, Ratosh. Inventory back. What's left to do is the quest line and Sterkan Customs. This is another spicy dungeon, but I'm willing to do it. I'm pretty happy I managed to kill this celestial. Be careful, Trixie, she has a arcane mechanic. My time in normal totally pays off. This is brutal, by the way, brawling for this dungeon. I have to be careful. A lot of people here, they deal mostly physical damage. And a lot of them deals bleeding as well. This is gonna be... Basically, this is the worst mutators that you can get here. But this place is the best place to farm ambushes and ghost nemesis later on. There is a lot of corpses, chests, and there is a room full of chests. So this is the best way to upgrade your alteration tree before you step to ultimate. As I said, League is marathon, it's not a race. Don't bother with the announcement. These guys usually they speedrunners and they falls off later on. We already feel the damage. Here is the first boss. Just pop up. Belgothian Carnage. Not what I'm looking for. Okay, I think I need more points in Mark of Torment. I play hardcore. Let's be safe. First we want to kill Blitzer. He's at this room over here. He is a pretty heavy on a physical damage, so immediately pop up your defensives. He's gonna kill himself. Okay, some essences. This was Raxo. This is the next boss. I take some critical, I think. That was kinda scary. I didn't pay attention. I look at the chat. Chat kills me so much times at the league. I have to be a little bit not so overconfident. There is a chest. We are here mainly for the ambushes. I don't care about so much for these quests. There should be one more boss. She's basically like a baby version of Fabius, but she's very scary. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check something for this guy because he's kinda not very clever. This is a very dangerous place. Not at normal, but at ultimate it's pretty dangerous. You have to fight him at this ground over here. Okay, I didn't manage to find her. She's probably a little bit deep at the dungeon. I have to open my eyes. She's basically a stealth hero. I can't see her on the minimap. I either miss her. Probably I dodged this encounter. I don't care that much. Yes, she's here, I think. Yeah, she's here. At the worst possible place. When I have to deal with a lot of gang members. We got Blender. That's not very cool. He is very tanky. Aggressive Cask. This is actually a potential upgrade. Oh yeah. This is the upgrade that we were looking for. Unfortunately, I'm gonna lose tons of resistances, which I don't like, but I used to. I'm gonna do some component swaps. This is definitely an upgrade. Actually, I missed to pick up uh, the quest item. Walk of Shame again. At least I'm a little bit more rich. And all of my progress safe apart from my character. And apart from the stuff that I found. I found several good upgrades at this dungeon. A lot of components as well. No ambush. No ambush. It's okay. There is a some hero here. Immediately delete him. These guys, they deal tons of damage. There is a chest that I want. There is gonna be a full room. We're gonna pick up some nasty loot. Here is another very tough fight. This is Siegfried. I'm gonna pop up. This is the Thunder. Now he is much stronger. You have to avoid some certain mechanics, his jump and the Thunder as well. But Mark of Torment is just bread and butter for this build. It returns so much damage to the attacker. I don't want to fight next boss with so much odds, so I'm gonna kill them first. I wait for the Mark of Torment. First I'm gonna pop up the Omen, Mark of Torment, and he's gonna kill himself. And time for some ambush party. This room is the best for farming ambushes. There is a tons of chests. Of course, these heroes much harder at the dungeons because they mutators affect them as well. Okay, we have a small wish stack. We can upgrade now faction gear. This is pretty cool. Basically this is, I think, there is no, oh, there is one more chest. Okay, let's profit from the treasure room. Nothing special. There is a vendor if you need some of the items. Oh, I can't sell items. But there is some pretty generic stuffs. He sells Ascendant gear, which is pretty hard to find. But I already have a winner. Aggressive of Vitality is a pretty nice find. So it's time to move out. And basically just profit from Homestead. And I'm gonna end up the episode here. This quest pretty rewardable. He's gonna give me some iron bars and stuff because I save his collection of
Thank you for so much. Thank
Black Legion reputation. And this is everything from this episode. Thank you everyone for watching. See you in the next one.